Good afternoon, grade 4. I hope all of you are staying safe and nice and healthy and keep washing those hands. Today I am no longer in Bali. I am currently sitting in the Philippines. I'm staying with my cousin for a couple days while I'm traveling around. So I've been so happy to see all the different videos of you guys writing your rhythms and also trying to use different sounds in your rooms to use those rhythms and play and make some music in your own homes. That's very exciting. I'm very excited that you're doing that. Now today we're going to review something that we've talked a long time ago about. We're going to talk today a little bit about an ostinato. Everybody say ostinato. Try it again. Ostinato. Try it a little bit faster. Ostinato. Now try to say it as fast as you can. Ostinato. Well done. All right, so we're going to talk about an ostinato today. Now, we've talked about this before, but it's been a really long time, so I'm very curious to see if any of you remember what an ostinato is. So what I need you to do is you're going to go grab a piece of paper and you're going to go grab a pencil. I'm going to give you 1 minute to go and grab one piece of paper and one pencil. All right, and go. All right, so each of you should now have a piece of paper and a pencil. So on your paper, here's what I would like you to write. At the very top, I want you to write ostinato. Ostinato is spelled O-S-T-I-N-A-T-O. Again, ostinato is spelled O-S-T-I-N-A-T-O. Ostinato. I want you to write that at the very top. Now what I would like you to write is right underneath it, I'd like you to write the word guess. Guess is spelled G-U-E-S-S. Guess is spelled G-U-E-S-S. Now, once you've written guess, what we're going to do is I'm going to give you 2 minutes on the clock. I'm going to give you 2 minutes, just like last time. And what I would like you to do is, next to guess, I want you to try to remember, what does an ostinato mean? And if you don't remember, I want you to take a guess. Remember, a guess doesn't have to be right, doesn't have to be wrong. It doesn't matter if it's right or wrong because it is a guess, and we'll go over what the real definition is in a little bit. But right now, I want you to take your best guess as to what is an ostinato. I will give you a hint. It has to do with the rhythmic patterns that we were talking about last week. So it has to do with rhythm, so your guess should have something to do with rhythm. So I'm going to give you 2 minutes on the clock, and you're going to write down your guess for what is an ostinato. Here we go. On your marks, get set, guess. you should have your guess all written down. If you don't have your guess, pause the video so that way you can write down what your guess is before I give you the real answer, okay? All right, so if you've got your guess, what I want you to do is I want you to read it one more time and say, okay, I think this is what an ostinato is. Read it over one more time. All right, and then on your paper, underneath guess, I want you to write real, which is spelled R-E-A-L. Under guess, I want you to write real, which is spelled R-E-A-L. Now, next to real, this is going to be our real definition of an ostinato. An ostinato is a rhythmic pattern that repeats over and over. Again, an ostinato is a rhythmic pattern that repeats over and over. One more time. A rhythmic is spelled R-H-Y-T-H-M-I-C. A rhythmic pattern that repeats over and over. I'm going to give you a minute to write it down next to real. A rhythmic pattern that repeats over and over. All right, so you should have written down your ostinato, a guess, and the real answer, a rhythmic pattern that repeats over and over. Now, before we put our paper down for a minute, I want you to make your paper look just like mine. I want you to write down what I have here at the bottom. I have a line going down the middle. On this side, I've got an equals 4. On this side, I also have another equals 4. And then all the way on the right-hand side, I've got 2 lines and 2 dots that are right on top of each other. We'll talk about what this means in just a minute. Right now, what I would like you to do is write one line down the middle, put an equals 4 on both sides, and 2 lines all the way on the right-hand side, 2 lines and 2 dots. I'm going to give you 1 minute to finish writing, to make your paper look just like mine. All right, so your paper should look just like mine. We're gonna take our paper and just put it off to the side for right now. Now we're going to learn an ostinato together as a class right now. So if you take a look, I've written it out for us. We're gonna take a look at number 2 right here. So our first rhythm is a ta. Our second rhythm is a ta, and our third rhythm is a ta. So if we put this all together, it'll sound like this. Ta, ta, ta. Give it a try. Good. Now our second 4-beat pattern is exactly the same. Ta, ta, ta. Give it a try. Excellent. Now if we put them together, it'll sound like this. Repeat after me. Ta, 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 ta. Your turn. Good. Now, we had this sign that I had you write down on your piece of paper with the ostinato. This sign right here in music we call a repeat sign. A repeat sign has 2 lines and 2 dots right on top of each other. What this means is when you get to this sign in music, you go all the way back to the beginning and go all the way through again. So for example, this, if we repeat, would sound like this. Ta, 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 ta. Now this time we're gonna do it all together. We're gonna repeat 3 times. Are you ready? Here we go. 1 and 2 and here we go. Ta, 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 ta. Very good. Now, because it goes along with the chant today, that's all about school, we're going to put some words to our ostinato right now. So these words are I love school. Give it a try. I love school. So if we put it all together, it'll sound like this. I love school. I love school. We're going to try it all together 3 times in a row. Are you ready? 1 and 2 and here we go. I love school. 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 Well done. All right, so now we're going to do it. I'm going to put the paper down. This time I'm going to use my hands to show you different ways that, or not different ways, I'm going to show you with my hands the different words, and I want you to follow along. We're still going to use the same ostinato that we were just practicing, but this time I'm going to use my hands to help us remember when the words are, okay? Here we go. I'm going to use a heart every time we say a ta, and I'm going to point to myself every time we have a ta. So here we go. 1 and 2 and here we go. I love school. 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 Excellent. All right, so you're going to remember that in just a minute. Now, I'm going to read you the chant that goes along with our ostinato. This chant is called What I Learned at School. So this time, I just want you to listen. Just listen. Don't worry about doing anything. Just take a listen. Here we go. At school, I've learned a lot of things I really like to do, like running in the hallway and eating globs of goo. I've learned I'm good at making pencils dangle from my nose. I've learned to hum and pop my gum. I practice and it shows. All right, so that's our chant that we're going to be doing our ostinato with. So here's what we're gonna do. This time, I'm gonna say the chant again, but you are going to say our ostinato, which again is, I love school, I love school. So you're gonna follow my hands and I'm gonna say the chant. So don't follow my mouth, follow my hands, okay? Let's give it a try. 1 and 2 and here we go. At school I learned a lot of things I really like to do, like running in the hallway and eating globs of goo. I've learned I'm good at making pencils dangle from my nose. I've learned to hum and pop my gum. I practice and it shows. Well done. Good job, grade 4. All right, so now it's your turn. Now you are going to create your own rhythms for an ostinato. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our piece of paper that we were working on at the beginning of class. What I would like you to do is, just like last week, I want you to create 2 boxes, essentially, 2 4-beat patterns. So each side of this line in the middle should have 4 beats to it. All I want you to worry about is rhythms. We'll talk about words next week. All I want you to focus on is doing 2 4-beat patterns. When you finish, I would like mom or dad to please send me a photo either on our Class Dojo, send me a message on Class Dojo, or I would love for you to send me an email if you're having issues with Class Dojo. Now, next week, we're going to use these ostinatos for a new chant. I won't tell you the chant this time, but I will give you a hint. The theme of the chant is all about sneezing. All right, yeah, so just like that, it's going to be all about sneezing. So I want you to think about sneezing when you are trying to write your ostinatos. All right, grade 4, get to work on those ostinatos. Make sure you keep your papers because we will use these next week. And I will talk to you next week. Stay safe, stay healthy, wash those hands, and I will see you next week. Goodbye.